sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. They run with Howard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
First down, they run with Howard. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now Trubisky on first down. Wright's got it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Second down now after the pass completion. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half-yard but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Trying to get it to Wheaton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
A first carry now for Kenneth Dixon. It's a foot race. Kenneth Dixon. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Play clock winding down. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And right with it here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Redmond. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start the drive with Dixon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, Those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So that'll back him up 5. Mallet now. Pass incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Mallet. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2nd down following the run.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Now, let's go. Let's go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now it's Trubisky. He leaves this one for Howard. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell to punt in his 4th year from Miami, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Reminder that coming up later tonight in the national window, we'll see the Giants travel out to Denver to take on the Broncos. And then tomorrow night, it's the Colts and Titans, an AFC South battle from Nashville.
Both of them have designs on winning that division.
The drive begins with a run by Dixon. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Okay, you got 4. You got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Hurry up. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Over. All right, here we go. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Over. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Now Howard. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. To throw. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
Detroit!
On first down, they go with Dixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Acho coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19. Over. Gun.
On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Akeem Hicks. He's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
On second down, here's Trubisky. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tim Williams in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. To play in a tightly contested first half. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just about on his own goal line. We're back to Baltimore after this. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll run it with Dixon. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets are out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Running with Howard. Gets around him. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Another nice run there by Jordan Howard. And when we talk about fresh legs, how about 2016? Jordan Howard, the #2 rookie rusher. Heck, the #2 rusher in the NFL behind another rookie, Ezekiel Elliott.
And the first 3 weeks of the season, he only had 12 carries. So once week 4 hit, really found his groove. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A give to Howard. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. On the toss play, Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Barth puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught right side, it's Lewis. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Finding room inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Second down, 9 yards to go. They stay on the ground with Dixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15.
All right, here we go. Leopard! Leopard! Green, 39. Here we go. Detroit! Green, 39. Watching that Barney. Watching that Barney. Leopard! Leopard!
They go play action here on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Second down now after the incompletion. Now it's Dixon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a carry here for Terrence West. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10.
You're never supposed to take a player for granted, but you almost do with Justin Tucker, don't you?
Last year, how good was he?
He was phenomenal. The one miss that he had on the season was a block against New England, correct?
Yeah, he was 38 of 39, also didn't miss a PAT.
And one thing you want to do, if you want to book him as an opera singer, you better get on the boards early. Justin Tucker can sing it now.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Trubisky draw play, gives to Howard, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Trubisky will throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Trubisky. That's caught by Meredith right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 8, but it's not enough. 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Green 39. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
Here's Dixon. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
And that's something that's been lacking in Baltimore's running game the last few seasons, the ability to really hit on a big run.
Last year, their longest run was just 41 yards all season, 4 yards per carry near the bottom of the league. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Dixon looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now let's go.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's go. Green 39.
On second down, Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now Trubisky to throw. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Give, running right is Howard. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And this is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. C.J. Mosley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They'll run with Dixon. And he's got room. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Right back to Dixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one goes for 24. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. Dixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Green, 39. Green. Watch him now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Trying the right side with Howard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. 5 yards there, and remember Howard last year, 5.2 yards per rush, so right around his average. The only Bears running back that's averaged that many yards per carry in a single season, Walter Payton.
And if Jordan Howard can keep up that type of pace, the city of Chicago will surely embrace him.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. second down following the run.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
Here's Mallett. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Akeem Hicks. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Ravens on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Ravens on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go. Green 39. Green.
Mallett now. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Around the NFL fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Falcons have wound up winning that football game. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And now a first down following that long gain. On the give, this is Dixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.